Hello, good evening, good morning, action takers, depending on which side of the world you're currently on. Today, I'm going to share with you guys the results of my experiments, what I went through, and what worked, what didn't. And I hope you guys can learn something from it. So, to get started, let me remind you all what my experiment actually was and the goal of my experiment. So, if we check here on the other screen, you can see that the limiting belief I was challenging was this one here, which was the life I live now isn't exciting enough to earn the trust in Action Equals Today or in the challenge that I've created to help people manage their black box of inaction. And as you can see, I accidentally copied it twice. So I'm going to remove that. The experiments that I designed to test that were number one, action blogs, document daily wins and losses against my black box. Number two was deeper reflections via newsletter. And number three, likes lifestyle focused ads with my life as an example. Now, I said that the success criteria was for number one, I post consistently despite not having the picture perfect life and let viewers decide for themselves, not hiding behind my black box of inaction. So let's check if I did that, right? So let's jump over here and switch the window to share the YouTube channel content. Now, as you can see here, I was posting shorts. I was also posting videos, but the shorts became a better indicator of, I would say, audience reaction than the long form videos because the long form videos weren't shared as much by the algorithm as the short form videos. So I think let's take a look here. I think this is the most important part. Number one, we have 55 views, 1 like. We have 300 views, 1 like. We have 1,366 views and 4 likes, 1 dislike. We have 568 views, 4 likes, 1 dislike. We have 1,765, 8 likes, 1 dislike, 1 comment because I think the other comment is I. And so the success criteria was that we will post consistently despite not having a picture perfect life and decide and let the audience decide for themselves. So from 1,366 viewers, 4 people said they liked it. And I'd say that everybody viewing it for more than 5 seconds is also a vote for that. What I had to say was valuable, despite my life not being picture perfect right now. So, did experiment one disprove the limiting belief and build evidence towards the opposite being true? I would say yes. So, let's go to experiment number two, where we said that the success criteria was I send a newsletter before 10 p.m. CET every day and open rates higher than zero show that this limiting belief isn't true, right? So let's jump on over to our little email list and see what it says. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that again. Here we go. So we're going to jump on over. And as you can see, we have a total of 124 completed subscribers, from which 32 opened and 16 people clicked on different links that I was sharing during the time. That makes it that there was a 26% open rate throughout the entire workflow just means the email sequence that I had set up. And the click rate was 13.2%. So does that again prove the limiting belief that we had talked about wrong? Well, we said that a success criteria was higher than zero, and we're definitely higher than zero here. People actually clicked, people actually read, and only 2 people unsubscribed. So that's great progress for me. Now, let's go over to experiment number 3. We said lifestyle focused ads with my life as an example. Success criteria: I launch the ads and achieve a meaningful CTR or measurable interaction. So let's double check and see if I actually did that, right? So we're going to jump on over to the ads. So we're now at the ads themselves. And as you can see here, oh, wait. So we're now at the ads themselves. And as you can see here, I didn't launch as many ads as I originally wanted to. I only launched one, but that had to do with time constraints and committing and overcommitting to too many things outside of my work for the community. So the ad that I ran wasn't 100% a lifestyle ad. It was just a picture of me plus what we're doing in the community, plus sharing a little bit about my story, and then a little bit about the community. But let's look at how the ad actually performed. So we have one person that signed up for the community, which is great, right? I'm super excited. And we said that the success criteria for this was I launched the ads and achieved a meaningful CTR of higher than 1%. So let's jump over to the CTR and see if that is true. We're almost there. And there we are. We're at 2.10% and the overall 2.17. So again, my experiments proved my limiting belief that my life right now isn't exciting enough to earn trust into action equals today or in the challenges I've created to help people manage their black box of inaction. Wrong. Now, I also think that I need to share some things that I learned throughout these experiments that might be helpful to you. So let me just quickly turn off the sharing, if that is cool with you, so that you can focus on my face that some people say is beautiful. And let me go into the stories. So the reason why I struggled mainly with creating the videos, the reason why they pushed me outside of my comfort zone, and one of the reasons why I additionally chose them as an experiment was because I am super afraid of making, or I was super afraid of making videos because I always wanted them to be perfect so that people that do spend the time watching them get the most value out of them. Now, that was the case when I used to be a musician. Was the case since I've been a consultant, and that's been a case since I tried to start my first 5 YouTube channels. It's been the case since I started Action Equals Today. During my experiment process, I had the fortune of joining a workshop that actually helped me get a different perspective on this and take a lot of the pressure off of making videos because I'm actually just trying to help a friend. And I hope that everybody watching here one day becomes my friend because we're taking action together, right? So if I can help you, great. But on top of that, this is about really making progress together. And those thoughts helped me because I realized that every time I make a video, even if only 2 or 3 people watch it, even if people say they don't like it, it is my attempt at getting better at helping people struggle less than what I struggled in the past. So that's number one. That's growth number one. Growth number two is in liberating myself of that fear, of that anxiety, of that perfectionism, I was able to create a lot of videos. And by creating a lot of videos, I was able to see that some of them do resonate with people and others don't. And that's totally okay. And that it also has to do with how the algorithm understands your video and promotes your video. So that's something that's outside of my control. The third thing is that with everything, you can only always focus on what you perceive and what you control, what you can physically control. So it's not within my control that someone watches a video, likes the video, and then takes action on the video, but it is within my control that they have the opportunity to do that because I made the video. And so coming back to what limiting beliefs make us think a lot of times, limiting beliefs want us to stay inside of our comfort zone. And they're a tool that our brain and our black box use to keep us quote unquote safe, because their definition of safe is conserving energy and doing nothing. And that's a really boring life. And so if my experiment inspired you to try your own experiment, that's great, because you deserve to live a life that you have as little regrets as possible. And those living a life with as little regrets as possible can start by overcoming your limiting beliefs, like I just did over the last 14 days. So I hope you try it next time. And I'm super excited to see what kind of progress you make inside of the community. Talk to you guys later.